Hello YouTube, this is Ophiuchus the Thunder Lizard, and I'm here to bring some very serious accusations to Mahadeva the Thunder Wizard. And we have an expert spiritual master who frequents the channel, and he's here to protect you. And his name is Universal Mind. And he is here to expose the lies of the Thunder Wizard. And so let's just get into it because it's very serious. He says, disinfo agent, no animal has brain without brainstem. This is for the video, I am Ophiuchus, the reptilian of forbidden awareness. And he says, disinfo agent, no animal has brain without brainstem. He's just bullshitting. Also, Shiva has snake. He's not snake. This fool is mixing everything. He's just making things up. Don't fall for his BS. If anything, he's being ignorant. Okay, so that's pretty bad. So Thunder Wizard responds. He says, when did I say anything about not having a brain stem? Now that's true. I think what he said was everybody has a brain stem, and that your brain stem is in fact the reptilian brain stem. And so he's making the argument that everybody is a reptilian. And being Ophiuchus, the master of the reptilian serpent nature, I would have to agree with that. All of you listening to me are reptilians. You have been bred for hundreds of thousands of years to be the slaves of the reptilian overlords. And Universal Mind is very upset over the deception, and he should, he's right. This guy, Thunder Wizard, is bringing such deception to his teaching, and he's teaching from the vantage point of the snake, from the vantage point of the reptilians. And as we know, the reptilians and the snakes are masters of deception. So you can't get past any, Universal Mind can't, you can't get anything past this guy. So he says, so Thunder Wizard says, of course, deceptively, you can't take anything this guy says, at face value, because as we know, he's a disinformation agent, as Universal Mind says. So when did I say anything about not having a brainstem? He says, your violent emotional reactions are inhibiting your ability to listen. You hear how he flipped it on him like that? He took Universal's mind's accurate understanding that, Thunder Wizard must be a fraud because of this disinformation he's doing. But Thunder Wizard masterfully, like the agent of disinformation that he is, he flips it around on him and says, no, your violent emotional reactions are inhibiting your ability to listen. Then he goes on to say, I'm starting to worry about you, my friend. That's not an attack. I'm a little worried for you. So now he's pretending to really care about him. And Universal Mind responds and he says, and I'm worried about your students, quote, unquote. So, this is the second time that I'm aware of that he's called Thunder Wizard's students in quotes. And I'm trying to see what he means by that. Does he mean that they're not really students, or that Thunder Wizard doesn't have any students? Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just pretends to have students, and in reality nobody is his student, and he's just, pretending to be this guru. Something to think about. All this slew of mixed info that has nothing to do with human evolution at all. Why can't you say things directly? Just say things how they are instead of mixing stuff. I, for a fact, know you're lying and confusing people for money and fame. Well, being myself Ophiuchus, the Lord of the Serpent Energy, if Thunder Wizard, as he says, is speaking from his reptilian nature, then that's going to be very true. So again, nothing's getting past this Universal Mind guy. We all know that the reptilians are all about greed and money and power and fame and the lower aspect of themselves, and doing whatever they can, ruthlessly doing whatever they can in order to get people's money. So he might have something there, because this guy, if you look at all these links up here, like for instance this one, lockdown.thunderwizard.com, he selflessly points up to that and will say that he is offering $3,214 worth of savings Now that would go against Universal's Mind's accusation that he's doing it all for money. But at the same time, I know for a fact that even though he is technically giving away $3,214 worth of savings, he also has put in there 5 personal services that have to be done over Skype, and he does charge for that. So you are paying something for that. So every time you hear him say $3,214 worth of all of the things that I give away for free, I'm giving it all to you for free, the only thing you're paying for is some personal services. You can see how deceiving that is. On the surface he says he's giving it away for free, but then he charges for these add-ons. It's, you know, this guy, this Universal Mind guy, he's really got this guy's number. You know, I can't find anything wrong with it. Best part, you admit it in a way, like it, and would never question you afterwards. Let's see. I for a fact know you're lying and confusing people for money and fame. Best part, you admit it in a way, people like it, and would never question you afterward. What does that mean? Does that mean that I have some kind of spell over them, and that because of the magical spell I have over them, they won't question it? I wonder what he means by that. Well, I'm questioning you, he says. Well, now the thing is, I don't think Universal Mind has bought anything. I could be wrong. I don't think he's bought any services or products. It doesn't look like he has made use of all of the free 1,000 videos and all of the free meditations and mantra and all of the, you know, the rituals and everything else. And of course, the thousands of hours of question and answer and all of that. He doesn't seem to have taken advantage of that, but that's because, you know, he is. We can see that he is presenting himself as somebody who knows more than the Thunder Wizard. So he himself is a teacher. Now, if I were a true reptilian snake teacher, master of the snake energy, what I would say is that what he's doing is he's projecting onto the Thunder Wizard his own insecurity, which would blind him to the 1,000 videos that are on there for free. It would blind him to all of the free things he is giving in the lockdown package, and it would only have him focus on the stuff that costs money. So just based on that, being the good Ophiuchus that I am, I'm going to say that since I am the master of detecting unconscious projection, he's projecting onto the Thunder Wizard his own unconscious insecurity, his own unconscious shame about money, his own insecurity and shame. He obviously feels that he's not a success. Now, I'm not saying he's not a success, nor is the Thunder Wizard saying that. This is his own projection, and he's projecting it onto the Thunder Wizard. If I were Ophiuchus, the master of the snake wisdom, I would say that what's happening is that Universal Mind really wants to be a teacher. He desperately wants to be a teacher, and he probably is. He will become a teacher, if not in this life, in another life. He's setting himself up. But in this life, he can't get past the shame. He can't get past feeling like he is a fraud. He can't get past feeling his own insecurity and his own unworthiness. So when somebody like Thunder Wizard comes along, who is actually, being a teacher and apparently, talking about things that are out of his, what would normally be his normal, cultural range of understanding, that's really pushing Universal Mind's buttons, because he really wants to be a teacher. So being the good snake teacher that I am, I'm going to say that Universal Mind really actually has, admires Thunder Wizard a lot and wants to be like him, but he can't bring himself to actually committing to being a teacher as well. Because what Thunder Wizard says all the time is that if somebody's attacking him and telling him he doesn't know what he's talking about, he says, "Why are you wasting your time bad-mouthing me? All that energy that you're putting into, teaching me and correcting me could be put into actual teaching. So you should take that energy, write your own books, and make your own video teachings and make your own videos. And I'm sitting here saying, Universal Mind, you should take your channel and, just start telling the world how ThunderWizard is a fraud. Take that energy and use it. You'd be able to get more out. You wouldn't have to try and type everything into these huge things. So this is a lesson for all of us. Whenever we want to attack somebody on a personal level and we can't let it go, usually means that they're representing something within us that we can't tolerate. In this case, a good thing. Universal Mind is a teacher. He's got the soul of a teacher. He wants to help. He says very clearly he wants to help. But because he can't bring himself to do it, he has to attack the teachers that he admires. So if you're so interested in evolving people, just tell them truth directly. You're not here. You're here for money. Well, that's showing, again, that's showing some, the reptilian mind always operates in black and white. And so in Universal's mind's perspective, either you're there for the money or you're doing everything for free, and there's no middle ground where you can actually do things for free and do things for money, and they can both be valuable. He doesn't have that because I can see, being the snake master myself, I can see him operating. He's speaking from his reptilian brainstem. Let's see what else he says. This doesn't look like it makes any sense. Veda's inverted calls women. I mean, what is that? That doesn't mean anything. This person is literally brainwashing you into something he doesn't understand at all. All right, so anyway. Let's see. And then at some point, ThunderWizard puts the mirror back to him about something he said earlier and says, well, what happened to you saying you didn't want to fight? Universal says, exposing is one thing, fighting is another. You will feel like I'm fighting because you're on the spot here. Yeah, I can see that. I can see him squirming. He's, obviously, he's having a real hard time dealing with this accusation. He says, I'm just exposing your false teachings when you teach badly. Well, what a blessing to have a spiritual master like that who spends all that time watching your channel, waiting for you to screw up so that they can correct you. So now we see what his relationship was like with his parents. His parents waited for him to screw up and then attacked him, which means, again, projection. He's actually seeing himself in the ThunderWizard, and whenever the ThunderWizard talks in a way that he wishes he could talk, or maybe he does know more than ThunderWizard, when he is stimulated to want to teach the truth, what ends up happening is his internal parent criticizes him because he doesn't believe that he can teach well. So that's Universal Mind. I mean, there's more. Should we take a look at more? Universal Mind says, if you believe this garbage, you must be really slow. And then ThunderWizard says something, I'm worried about your psychological state. Seriously, you keep going back and forth, and you hate me one day, you love me another. You can't seem to make up your mind. Are you okay? And he says, well, at least I don't have delusion disorder and probably schizophrenia, unlike you. So he's saying that, well, that would make sense because ThunderWizard is saying he's Mahadeva, his higher self. He's saying that he's Michael William Denny, his human self. And now he's come up with this new character of Ophiuchus, the snake master, reptilian snake master. So maybe he's right. Maybe that's not what schizophrenia means, by the way. Schizophrenia doesn't mean multiple personalities. I think that's what he's trying to say. So Universal Mind is now, he begs for help. He says, you better block me before things get more difficult for you, because I will expose you for what you truly are. But what I've seen is that Universal Mind has made a lot of comments and then deleted them, and then actually apologized for them afterwards. So, it's almost like a borderline personality disorder. And so he's got probably some borderline traits. I don't think he's borderline, but he has borderline traits. We all do to some degree. And so he lashes out of his projection and then pulls back and gets apologetic. It's not real awareness, though. It's not real apologies. And then he goes on to say, enough patience, enough respect. You are responsible for losing it, not me. Block away. So this is the second time he's asking, third time actually. The second time here he's asking that the ThunderWizard block him. I won't stop exposing you here whenever you're going to do something shady. So what it means is that he can't control his impulses. Whenever he feels the need to react, he can't stop himself, and he's begging ThunderWizard to block him. So ThunderWizard has said he's not going to. I know for a fact he's told me that he enjoys it and that it's good for his channel. So he's come now to accept that all of those that attack him and his detractors are actually helping him. So now he's encouraging it. So I know for a fact, Universal Mind, I can speak for ThunderWizard and say that you should go on your channel and you should expose ThunderWizard. I'm encouraging you to do it. Go onto your channel and make as many videos as you can, and then get as many people to watch your videos exposing him. Give links to this channel so that people will come and see what a fraud he is based on what you're saying. So definitely, I think he would encourage you to do that. So he's not going to block you. Then he makes some interesting things about Manu, which he doesn't, I'm telling you that Universal Mind doesn't know what Manu means. He says one thing which has some interesting truth to it. He says Manu, as he calls himself, son of Manu, was a demon that infiltrated original Vedic texts. That's actually, I don't know where that's coming from. According to Vedic understanding, each epoch of time has its own Manu. Now, Manu in Vedic mythology was, in fact, the first human, and Manu means mind. The Sanskrit word manas, which means mind. Manu comes from that same thing. It means human. Manu is the same in Germanic. Man means human. It means mind. So the Vedic and the Germanic both come from the original Indo-European tradition, where the word man means mind, moon, and human being. And each epoch has its own Manu. So he's right about that. Manu is the reason the world is in chaos today. Now, what he doesn't really understand it, but the truth is that our mind is what creates everything. And in this case, his mind is full of unconscious projection. So his mind is creating chaos for him. Anyway, I won't get into all of that, but then ThunderWizard says, after this guy asked twice to be blocked, ThunderWizard says, I'm not going to block you. You're going to have to discipline yourself. To which Universal Mind says, and he asks, why don't you unsubscribe? Why don't you make your own videos? Why waste all your energy on these comments? To which Universal Mind says, because this is the cause point of madness. Now that part is true. Universal Mind's madness, he is really lost in his own craziness right now, is because ThunderWizard is pushing his buttons. Now, ThunderWizard isn't making these videos to push Universal Mind's buttons. Universal Mind's buttons are getting pushed because of his own unresolved, unconscious stuff we've already talked about. So ThunderWizard is the cause of it. And then he says, I will crush it right where it is, coming from the root. This is Universal Mind talking. I don't have to make videos, though. Don't like the subject, but I know it well. Well, I mean, why are you spending time talking about a subject you don't like? I mean, I don't do that. 2, I don't want to be some guru. Yeah, you do. You obviously do, because you wouldn't have spent all of this time writing all of these comments about all what you know and how ThunderWizard, in your opinion, got it all wrong. So you obviously do want to. Just go ahead and accept that you are a guru. 3, I don't have to discipline myself as I'm already disciplined. Well, but you're not acting very disciplined, unfortunately. He says, I know why you can't block me, laugh out loud, but I will let you play around for a while, making me believe that you've reverse psychologied me. Well, that would be a truly reptilian thing to do. A true snake teacher would do that. And I would agree with you, Universal Mind. I don't think that ThunderWizard can block you, but you're almost true. Because ThunderWizard is going to do whatever the heck it takes to make his channel a success. And if you attacking him is going to bring more people and more attention to the channel, he won't block that. So I will agree, he wouldn't do that. But it'll be interesting to see if he has reverse psychologied you or not. That would be interesting to see. And then once again, Universal Mind comes back with a desperate plea. He says, if you want me gone, just say so. So he's desperate. He really can't control himself. He really wants ThunderWizard to block him. I know for a fact ThunderWizard won't do that, at least not yet. And then he says, but you have to stop feeding people garbage and I will disappear. Who wants you to disappear? We're all having too much fun with you. We like you. I like you. I don't have anything against you. I actually have compassion for you. I want to help you. I want to help you become the teacher you want to be. And anything I can do to help you and encourage you, I will. And in the meantime, we will all enjoy watching your unconscious projection, because we can relate. We all have it. So we can see ourselves in you. We can see our own unconscious projection. When somebody comes and attacks us, we'll be able to see in you, because you will be our teacher in that way. Your reptilian brainstem will have controlled you to such an extent that the madness, as you call it, will force you to just go crazy with all of these. I mean, watch what happens now. Either he's going to erase all of these, or he's going to double down and he's going to keep attacking, or, you know, we'll just watch. He's going to go up and down all over the place. So we all welcome you. We welcome you to the channel, and we enjoy the show. So more the merrier. Let us know how we're all screwing up, and we'll all learn something from you, probably at your expense, but we will still learn something from you. All right, so that's me. This is Ophiuchus, the Thunder Lizard Snake Master. And I'm here to mirror back to you with my reptilian eyes the truth in your unconscious mind. If you can stand and without fear look within your own unconscious, I will allow you into the Oracle of Delphi to hear the truth about yourself and about the universe. That's it for me. I'll be back.